This is my file transfer protocol project using a server-client model. Please note on the left-hand side I have the server side. On the top left is the server terminal, and on the bottom left we have the server folder, which contains all of the files within the server. And on the right-hand side we have the client side. On the top right we have the client's terminal, and on the bottom right we have the client folder, which has the contents of everything within the client. Okay, so let's start by connecting the clients to the server. I'm going to type home because I set that to represent 127.0.0.1. I'm using this address because I'm demonstrating my projects on the same machine. So both the server and the client are running on the same computer. Okay, so let's try an ls command. The ls command asks the server to gather all of the names of all of the files within its folder and send them to the client. So you can see that the server has gathered the bare bones server specific files, the debug folder, the x64 folder, a Funky Kong PNG file, the server CPP file, and the Africa by Toto MP3 file, and sent them to the client. Okay, next, let's try a get command. So we're gonna get a file from the server and put it in the client. Let's start with Africa by Toto. Okay, so the server has gathered 1,742 datagrams to send to the client, which has received 1,742 datagrams. On the folders, you can see that we have Africa by Toto on both sides, and you can see that their file sizes are about the same. 6,965 kilobytes on the server and 6,968 kilobytes on the client. I'm not sure why the client has a larger file size, but this only happens with Africa by Toto MP3 file. Next, let's try a get command. Another get command, and we're going to get Funky Kong this time. That is a PNG file. So the server has gathered 305 datagrams to send over to the client, which has received 305 datagrams. On the server side, we have the Funky Kong image, and on the right-hand side, we have the client side Funky Kong image. As you can see, these two files or images are similar, and I don't think there's any error between the two. Okay, let's try a couple put commands. We're going to put the alice.txt file from the client side over to the server side. The client has gathered 41 datagrams to send to the server. Okay, and we can see that both have a file size of 164. So if we open both, this is the client side and this is the server side, you can see that we have Alice in Wonderland on both sides. And these two books are exactly the same. 3 mouse wheel scrolls there, 3 mouse wheel scrolls here. Let's see. It says Alice was not a bit hurt right there. Mice in the air, mice in the air, and you can continue reading. 3 more scrolls. Okay. And these two are just about the same, if not exactly the same. Okay. Last, let's try putting the 3 Musketeers. Put the 3 Musketeers .txt from the client side to the server side. The client has gathered 331 datagrams to send to the server, which has received all 331 datagrams. Okay, that's about it for my project. I will now commence a quit. And this will disconnect the client safely from the server. Actually, let's look at the 3 Musketeers. Okay, you can see the very beginning is the same. These are all the chapters. Conclusion, epilogue, author's preface. 2 scrolls here, and you can see that the books are the same. Okay, now I will execute a quit, which will disconnect the client safely from the server, as I said.